is ready to blow me down.
Hey guys, so I'm back with another video and I'm filming the throwback tag. So let's just get in. There's 15 questions. I was born in 2001. If so, show them. Yes. Pictures. Don't know what pictures they are. Don't know what they look like. But they're gonna be here. So hopefully they're good pictures. My main ones when I was like really little would have been like the bananas, I think that was what they were called, and like play school and high five. Is it called? Yeah, high five, play school, like Thomas the Tank Engine, basically, or like Blinky Bill. Anything that was in Australia at the time of around like 2006, 2005. I was watching it, you know it. When I was growing up, I think the first job idea that popped into my little brain was fashion designer. I thought I was really good at drawing clothes. Maybe at the time, like maybe at my age, I was pretty good, but then as I grew up, like it just didn't happen, and I didn't think I'd ever become a fashion designer anyways. It's a bit unrealistic for me personally. Today I'm wanting to become a midwife and a registered nurse, so that's what I'm striving for.
Hey guys, you're watching Yorkie Last 1956. I'd like to ask which, you've got two options. Would you like me to play some more Happy Wheels, which I would much like to play, or would you like me to play a game that I can play on the laptop, that is for free? Comment down below which one you'd like me to play. I will record another episode of Happy Wheels so you can have a look, and just look at one of my other videos, Clock, to just have a look at it, and that's the sort of thing for free that I would play and show to you. So just comment down which one, Happy Wheels or a free game like Clock. Comment, rate, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Right, we done? I think we're done now. That was a great video. Barbie dolls. They were cool. I remember me and my friends, when it was like raining heavy, we'd go like to the curb and like the water would just like carry our Barbie dolls down the stream, and then we'd have to make sure to catch it before it went down the drain. Did lose a couple down the drain, which was unfortunate. I also loved Littlest Pet Shops, Zuzu Pets. Okay, so I'm back. I found this. So it is my student progress journal or report from year 1, 2008. So this is a recount about an excursion I went on. On Thursday we went on an excursion. I saw some crabs. It was walking and it was scared. I think I meant I was scared. I don't know. I loved fish feed. I patted a fish. They were nice, they were slimy, and they had babies on their back. Also, we went to a playground. I saw mangrove, and I thought they were monsters. What? After we went on the bus, then we went Jingly Water Park. I saw waterfalls. It was cool. So yeah, that was something that I wrote when I was in year 1. There's a picture of me and my friend Stuart. Cute. Oh my god. Look at this photo. So my favorite game is dodgeball. The equipment you need for this game is squishy balls. To play this game, you need to throw the ball at the other team. This game is good for me because it keeps me healthy, fit, and strong. And literally, I look like the Georgians. Pun intended, not really. Like, this is me. Look at how I'm standing. Like, what? Everyone's like getting like real into it, and I'm just like, yes, I've come to play dodgeball, and this is how I stand. Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. Pretty sure there's a video of me dancing to that when I was like 1, if that. Anything by Michael Jackson really was a go-to for me. I honestly can't remember what I dressed up for Halloween when I was like quite young. All I remember is going around with like my brother and my sister and the next door neighbors, and we'd just go around the suburb, and I still do that. I feel like the earliest costume I can remember dressing up as was like Bloody Mary or whatever. Insert photo here. This was a few years ago, more than a few years ago, hopefully a few years ago, and I just thought I looked really creepy. I don't know if it's that funny, but when I was growing up and I didn't have like any adult teeth, I hated teeth. I was petrified of the dentist, whatever, like I was never going there. I didn't like teeth. I can remember like going home from school one time because I was crying my head off because I had a wobbly tooth, and I couldn't do anything about it, so I went home crying. Another time I lost a tooth was I was about to do a running race, and we lined up, like they said like go, like 3, 2, 1 go, and this boy's elbow went smack like straight into my front tooth, and I had to, it was hanging by a thread, I had to pull that out. Another time, like the next day, I'm not even exaggerating, I was using a hula hoop and I did the thing like around my neck, and it got up my neck and smacked out my other front tooth. I've hit a tooth out with my knee. I've also had this tooth, and it was horrible, that it was this one, and the baby tooth could do like a 360, like I'm not even, it was yuck. It would 360, turn around and get stuck, and I couldn't pull it out, or I didn't want to pull it out, so I'd have to put it back in place. And I went a couple of days without like eating or drinking until like eventually I had to pull it out, or it fell out. So in general, I just don't like teeth. Not particularly that I can think of, but I've had this teddy bear for quite some time now. I wouldn't be able to tell you how long. So his name is Blueberry, and I sleep with him every night. You're never too old for a teddy bear. So when I was really little, like a toddler, I used to have like 8 dummies. I had these 8 dummies, and there was always 8. It wasn't 1, it was 8 all at once. So I would have like 2, 1 in each hand, like 1 in each armpit, 2 in my mouth, shoving 2 in my ears or something. I had like 6 or 8 dummies. So that's one thing that I remember that was weird. It's strange because I was never attached to them, because my uncle threw them all out, and then the next day I didn't have them and I was fine. So there are a couple of scariest things that I remember. Any person dressed up as a mascot or like Santa Claus, I hated. I don't know who they are. Another thing was roller coasters or rides. My mum can't remember this at all. I remember clearly I was in Italy and mum put me on like a little kid's like drop ride, you know, one that goes up and down, and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fun, blah blah blah. I hated it. The first drop, I was kicking, screaming. I was by myself. I absolutely hated it. The scariest thing ever. I don't like rides. That's probably why. So for me, I think just the idea of technology is so different, but like also the fact that growing up, like I've got more responsibilities, and now it's more me looking after myself rather than the people around me. Say for example, like at school, you know, primary school, preschool, like it's very much like, oh, let's paint a picture today, like let's go ride on a bike, you know. It was a lot like carefree being a child, and now it's a lot more stressful. So I've got the adult world to look forward to. But yeah, technology is definitely a big change. Like kids now are just growing up with a phone in their hand, an iPad on their lap, you know, like we didn't have those things, and I'm not necessarily saying that's good. you know? I think kids should have a puzzle in their lap, you know? Like something a bit more age appropriate. I feel like puzzles are a lot more age appropriate and just better for development, especially in the earlier years. Social media, huge. Like, changed so much. Like, I just remember signing up to Facebook in 2009 when I was 8, and you should have been 13, you know. But I remember it. I signed up because I wanted to play Farmville. Mum wouldn't let me play on her account because she had one. But now it's like Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube. Hello. It's all just like expanded. It's amazing. But yeah, that's really how I think the world has changed since I was a child. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my throwback tag. Let me know what other videos you would like me to do, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Let it go, make my body go. Take our bodies higher and higher and higher.